Hey, it's Jacob, founder of RedSalt, and I'm so thankful that you joined the Elite Membership Experience, and I get to bring you awesome free gifts and tools to help you with your daily hydration, performance, and recovery. You're here because you just received your RedSalt massage ball. This tool is one of the most impactful tools I've added into my daily ritual, and I want to give you the information and the template so you can apply it when you need it, where you need it, to help you better your daily performance, recovery, and hydration ritual. True optimal hydration isn't just drinking water and electrolytes, but it's also through how you move, how you breathe, and how you put pressure on your body. And so I'm so excited to bring you this tool that I've been using for the last 10 years on myself and my clients that has not only helped to optimize hydration, but also helped to optimize performance, recovery, iron out imbalances in the body, and release a lot of fascia tension that we have stored from overdoing certain things or overtraining certain ways. So this tool has really helped me, and I'm so happy I get to bring it to you today. So I'm gonna make this tutorial as quick and impactful as possible. Follow along with me, but as always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me via email or text message. I'm always here to support you guys. And seriously, don't ever hesitate. I love helping people with their health and fitness and optimization. So without further ado, let's hop into it. So go ahead and grab your ball, hop on the floor, and we're just gonna stick it straight right here underneath our butt. We're gonna use our hands, our arms, and our legs to be able to reduce weight that's in the ball, reduce that tension and pressure, or we can increase it by dropping and kind of sinking into it. It's going to be very key that you do find a position that you're stable and that you have the leverage to reduce and increase the amount of pressure the ball is putting on that area of the body. So what we're trying to do is get a myofascial release. That's a muscle and fascia release. The fascia is a superficial layer, connected tissue underneath the skin that comes before the muscle. It also transfers energy throughout the body, allowing your body to work as one unit, meaning that our feet are actually connected all the way up to our tongue, to the top of our heads through fascia. And so when we do have adhesions or sticky tight areas in our body, say that you had a big adhesion here and this was all tight and restricted, that's going to affect the shoulder, the knee, all throughout the body, the lower back. And so what we want to try to do is figure out where those areas are by kind of rolling around and gliding with the muscle. You can do some circular motion, arcing motions, but then when you find those sticky spots, the template, which I'm going to give you and the most impact you can have, is going to be, okay, I found a trigger point area. It's right here in my piriformis, the bottom of my glute. You can kind of see the ball's right here. And once you find it, we're going to intentionally breathe. And this is where the biggest results are going to come from and the most impact comes from, is by taking a big deep breath in, breathing backwards. So it inhales through the belly. We use our diaphragm. We're not shallow breathing through our chest. We're doing a big deep breath in the diaphragm and then a big exhale. As you exhale, you're going to increase the weight and kind of shear the muscle. So what that basically means is, as I inhale, I'm going to reduce weight, use my arms and my legs to reduce tension. And then I'm going to exhale, increasing that tension and shearing the muscle. It's almost like you would cut a steak. You want to go opposite of that muscle fiber, across it, as you exhale and increase the tension of the pressure into that muscle, that area. And that's what's going to allow it to release. It's almost as if a massage therapist was saying, hey, take a deep breath in. They jab their elbow into that spot. As you exhale, they increase pressure and slowly glide across that muscle fiber. They shear across the muscle fiber. Gliding is when you go with the muscle fiber to find the sticky spot, and shearing is what's actually going to help release that as you exhale. So very important that you do find a breathing cadence, about 3 to 4 second inhale through the belly, through the nose, as you release pressure, and then exhale is going to be about 6 to 8 seconds. So we want to exhale longer than we inhaled. This allows our body to relax, it downregulates the nervous system, and it allows those areas to the knots in it to actually release that tension. So I typically, when I find a sticky spot, let's say I go to my glute med here for the next one. So piriformis to glute med to TFL is a really good combo that I do every morning as I drink RedSalt Elite. This, I'm going to take a big deep breath in. I found my sticky area. I'm going to reduce that weight so it's not much pain. And then as I exhale, I'm going to increase the amount of pressure, slowly shearing across that muscle. Until that full breath is released, and I've already felt some release in my hip just from that one breath. Now, 3 or 4 deep breaths can work some magic. So make sure you spend enough time on each area to get the full benefits, and each area, each day is going to be different. So the most important part and the most impactful part of this tutorial is listen to your body, pay attention to what it's signaling, and that's going to allow you to have way better results in your hydration performance recovery on a daily basis. So we're just going to go quickly through kind of all the areas, how I set up my position to create the stable position and leverage, but you're going to use that same template. Big inhale, reduce pressure, exhale, increase pressure, and shear that muscle. So if we start here on the feet from the ground up, you just want to find an area that you're a little bit elevated so I can increase that pressure. I'm going to roll around, gliding with the muscles here, going up and down. And then when I find that sticky spot here, kind of in my left arch, big inhale, release pressure, exhale, and slowly shear that muscle, going opposite the muscle fiber as I release my breath and finding some release tension in that area. The feet play a big role in how the whole body feels, so do not neglect them. Next, we can pop over to the calf. On the calf, if you have really tight calves, this may already be enough. However, I do roll mine out pretty much every day, and so I'm actually able to increase the pressure by putting that other leg over it, picking my body up, inhale, and then exhale, increase that weight, dipping down as I slowly shear that muscle, going left to right across the muscle tissue. So we've got the feet, the calves. You can also hit the front part of the calves. You just kind of elevate your body a little bit here, and then you can really roll that area out, especially if you're a runner and you have those shin splints. That's going to do really nice work to help reduce those DOMs, but also help kind of unclutter some stickiness in this area to reduce knee pain, hip pain, back pain, all of that. Next, we can go to the hamstrings. I like the ball size. Lacrosse ball, tennis ball, you would not be able to do your hamstrings. So this ball is this size for a reason and this firmness. A softball would be kind of too hard, where this has a little bit of give and it feels really good to self-massage yourself with. So just kind of gliding with it, finding those sticky spots. Okay, I found one. Let's breathe intentionally and let's spend some time in this area listening to our body, what it wants, and really trying to down-regulate by breathing properly so we can relax and release. From there, we can flip around. I can do my quad. A good way to get in that position here is to hike out the opposite leg so we're stable. And then that straight leg, I'm able to roll. I like doing my rectus femoris here, a great muscle that's in the quad, but it also helps flex the hip. So it's part of the hip flexor system. And that one can get very tight and cluttered. It's a good one to release if you have knee pain or tightness in the front of the hips. From there, I go up into the hip flexor area. We can kind of do our psoas by doing a little gut smash. So 1 inch over and down from the belly button. We'll go ahead and put it there. Deep breaths into it. Exhaling, dipping more weight, and then a little bit of that side to side action. Also, as I do this, as you just saw, I kind of always make sure that I'm twisting a little bit after each body part releases and kind of lengthening my spine to make sure that my whole body receives it well. Not just focusing on that area because everything's connected. I like to kind of lift my arms up and down. I twist a little bit, kind of set, neck goes from side to side. And this really just allows me to get that full benefit throughout the whole body from a release in each area. Moving on, like I said, we got the hip, piriformis, glute med, TFL, really beneficial. And then you're up to the lower back where we can do the QL. If you'll look here, as I roll, I'm not rolling over the spine, so never roll over your spine, but you can go beside it, really digging out these tight areas in the lower back. This one always feels great, especially after I sit a lot, like on a plane ride. I never travel without this. It is literally my saving grace. I get anxiety thinking about living without this ball because I know that I'm gonna be tight, and I love using it. So a few more areas I'll show you real quick can be done against the wall for the upper body. Now you can put this kind of up in your shirt. One, if you have like a really dirty ball, you've been rolling around like a dirty gym floor, you may not want to mark up your wall. It could create like some impurities in the paint. So you can put it in a shirt or put a long sleeve shirt over so you don't have to touch it on your skin, but put it right here. I love rolling out my chest. I kind of like to do little arcing circular motions to find those sticky spots. Then once again, found it, got my template to release. Oh, that feels so good. Obviously, what if you do with one side, try to target the other side. You can hit the shoulders. We can even go to the upper back area here, and I'm able to find those spots kind of in my rhomboids and my lower traps. I swing a lot to the volleyball, and so this is a big area I focus on. Sometimes I'll even use this arm, the muscles in this arm, to lift and lower this one to really get into those most reactive areas, those trigger point spots, to help breathe out and release. So I hope this tutorial really helped you. Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. But I would definitely encourage you to try to add this into your daily routine, so that way you're able to hydrate, perform, recover your best, and feel your best every day. So you're showing up to become 1% better yourself, and also showing up for the world to help make it a better place. And we can do that if we feel amazing every day through proper hydration and supplementation, a whole food diet, a good movement practice, and a really good recovery practice too. Thank you guys so much once again for being a part of the Elite membership experience, and I'll see you in the next video when your next gift comes. I cannot wait to get you that.